Hello everybody, it's literacy time now. Today you have got some cutting and matching to do. There are farmyard pictures and you've got to cut them up and match them. But you might be in for a challenge and I'll tell you that at the end. Before we do that, we're going to look at some red words and then you're going to help me write a sentence about this really funny farm picture. Now I'm afraid Tricky or Evil Mrs Stone have taken our red words with the pictures on, and this is all we're left with. So let's see if we know these words. Said. I. Me. To. You. Little. The. My. Like. We. He. All. She. Well done. If you're managing to read these, that's really, really clever. Let's have a look at this farm picture. Yesterday, do you remember when we put the animals in the places where they live at the farm? And the pig was in the it was full of mud. Pigsty. Thank you, whoever said that. Pigsty. There's my pig in the pigsty. And in the book of A Squash and a Squeeze, can you see the piggy has got lots of mud on his feet because the lady pushed him from the pigsty? Who lives in a pigsty? A pig, because they like mud. Look at this. When my grandparents took me to a farm, one of the sheep escaped, ran away from the sheepdog and ran into the pigsty. Can you see his feet covered in mud? I'm going to write about this picture. I'm going to write a sentence. Can you think of a sentence I could write? They are all very good ideas. Let's see how close you get to my sentence. I'm going to write, the sheep went in the mud. The sheep went in the mud. So I'm going to use the sheep went. What's the action for went? It's not a red word, but we looked at it the other day. Went. The sheep went in the mud. Mud is a green word. Let's write it under the picture. What a mucky sheep. Because we've got some green words, sheep and in and mud, Fred is going to help me. But he's given me a challenge. He said, Mrs Stone, would you like a challenge? And I said, yes, okay. He said, you've got to write your sentence without scaffolding boats. But I said, no, because my letters will fall down and the sharks will eat them. He said, no, not if you're careful and you use finger spaces. Okay, so I'm going to put 2 fingers in between all of my words. So, the, finger space, sheep, finger space, went, finger space, in, finger space, the, finger space, mud. He's not going to be very happy with me if I forget my finger spaces. So, if I do forget them, please can you shout out for me? Okay, the sheep went in the mud. The first thing we need to do is to repeat the sentence to make sure we remember it. It's called holding a sentence. So you say it a few times to keep it in your head. The sheep went in the mud. 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 He's such a mucky boy. The sheep went in the mud. I think I've got it. So what do I start my sentence with? No, I was asking the children, not you, Fred. A capital letter. So the capital letter at the beginning of the is a T. So that's the one that goes across and just down, isn't it? Okay, let's get writing. Like that. The first word, well done. The sheep. 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 There's two digraphs in that. Sheep. Sheep. You might need your digraph cards to help. What do you mean? Fred said that I forgot my finger space. The is a red word, isn't it? And sheep is a separate word. He's not called the sheep. He's called the sheep. I need to split them up. Pardon? If I forget them, he's going to do something to me. What are you going to do? He's disappeared. I wonder where he's gone. Okay. Ow! Fred? What was that for? Fred just donked me on the head with this giant finger. He said every time I forget my finger spaces, he's going to donk me on the head. Fred, that's enough now, I'll remember. Please help me. Okay, yes, I'll remember. The children are going to help me. Okay, can I just cross that out, please? So that's a mistake. So I'm just going to put one line through it so my mummy knows that I've made a mistake. Okay, two fingers, the, two fingers, sheep. Shh. Shh. E. E, what can you see? Sheep. Sheep. Okay, Fred, can you see that I've left a finger space there now? So the, ignore this, that's a mistake. The, finger space, sheep. Is that better? Yes, you're proud of me now. Okay, the children are going to help still. Thank you. The sheep went. Where do I put went if I haven't got room on the line? Shall I write it up here? Shall I write it across the sheep? No, I look for the next green dot down here. So I've written along that line to the end, miss a line, and then start here. Went. Sound out went with your robot arms. Okay, I think I've got it. I'm going to write went. Sheep went. The sheep went. Sorry? I wrote wet. The sheep didn't wet himself in the mud. Okay, I'm going to put my little in there. Can you see? It's not quite in the right place because it should be on the line, but I forgot. And I'm not going to cross all of my work out, so I'll just put a sneaky little in there. My mum will see it, don't worry. The sheep went. The finger space, sheep finger space, went finger space, in. I need to write in. The sheep went in. The sheep went in. What? Oh, I didn't do a finger. No, I didn't do a finger space. Can you see? The sheep went in. Went in? What word is went in? I mean, went in. There should be a finger space in here. What I'm going to do this time, because I've written all of it, I'm just going to get a red pen and I'm going to draw a line in there, and that means I'm chopping the word in half. I'm putting a space in the middle. So my memory will read it. The sheep went, stop, in. That red line means, sorry, I forgot my finger space. So I just draw a line in a different colour pen in between the words, and now I know they're separate. The sheep went in the, another the, but it doesn't need a capital letter. Oh, nearly. Finger space. Oh, I've lost where I am. I need to read what I've written so far. The sheep went, stop, in the mud. I've got a little bit of room there, but there's not enough to write mud. So where am I going to write mud? Point to it, please. I'm going to go to the next dot, mud. Fred, can you help with mud? Mud. Use your robot arms, please. Mud. M-A-D. M-A-D. Mud. M. M. A. M-A-D. Mud. D. Mud. The sheep went in the mud. Why was the sheep in the mud? Who knows? Maybe he just wanted a mud bath. That's the end of my sentence now. How can I show it's the end of my sentence? Full stop. Thank you. A full stop on the end. Okay, so remember, if you're doing finger spaces, try to remember put 2 fingers in the gap, because if Fred catches you... Fred, I haven't even done anything wrong. I think he was just showing you that if it happens to me, I get dumped with the finger pointer. Okay, let's have a look again at your word cards for matching today. Now, you may think that your challenge is to write that sentence today, and if you want to, you can. Maybe you've seen a horse that was getting muddy, and you might write, the horse went in the mud. But you don't have to. So this is today's work. You've got a dog, a sheep, a pig, a farmer, and his name is Man on the word. So you're looking for man for him. We've got a hen, a cat, and a duck. You can cut them out if you ask for scissors nicely, and you can match them together, or you can cut out the pictures, stick the pictures into your large red book, and write the name of the picture next to them. Do you think you can do that? I'm not sure. That seems like quite a lot of hard work when usually we just match them, but I think you're getting a bit bigger now. You're coming back to school next week, and practice makes perfect. Good luck with that, everybody, and I'll see you very soon for maths.